Alright, what's going on, guys? So, Battlefield 3 has come and went, and we are playing on the Xbox today, and this is actually my first full game, and it's a TDM game, which is not really what I was, I don't know, when you think of Battlefield, you don't really think of TDM, to be honest, and it's a quite broken experience. I did not like TDM, and I started off my career pretty good in TDM. This is actually one of the best games I played all night, and oddly enough, it came right at the beginning. I'm not really sure what the name of this map is. I probably should have looked that up before I started recording this. That being said, it is a pretty cool map. I think it's... I don't even want to try to guess what the name is. They all have really unique names. It's just, I like to see creative names like that instead of like some of the stupid things we see in Call of Duty. But anyways, does it feel like Battlefield 3? And look at that. Start my career off in TDM 6-0. Does it feel like Battlefield's like, make that 7-0. Oh, couldn't make it to the 8. I think that was 7. But anyways, it doesn't really feel like it's Battlefield 2 successor. It feels more like a Battlefield Bad Company 2 sequel, which could be good or bad depending on what end of the spectrum you're sitting on. I personally didn't like the game when I first picked it up. I hated the beta when I first played it, and then I started playing this, and something, I don't know, when I first started playing, I just didn't like it. It just felt weird, and I want to point something out, since this is kind of more of a first impressions thing before we get into any sort of like Battlefield series. I was like, you know what, I'm going to do a first impressions video, I'm going to do a second, kind of final thought video, because this is a game that needs to be looked over over time. So I kind of like, I like doing these first impression videos because it can show you where I was and where I came to a conclusion, later on in my playing career, I guess you could say. But I want to point out is the HD texture pack is a 1.5 gigabyte extra that you can add into the game. What that basically does is it makes things look a lot prettier. It basically looks almost as good as the PC on like the lowest settings. So it's pretty nice to have that in there. I, however, and you guys probably know this if you've been following my channel for a while, have the 4 gigabyte Xbox, just because I don't really download a whole lot of stuff to my to my hard drive. And it turns out that even if you have space for it on the 4 gigabyte hard drive, you are not able to install the texture pack. It just won't let you. The game literally will not let you install it. Why? I have no idea. I guess it's because it's I don't know if the memory system, the 4 gigabyte memory system, is a little bit like, it's not truly a hard drive. Maybe it's like a memory unit that I actually put in there. That might be the case. I don't know. I will be putting my old Xbox hard drive, I'm going to mod it and put it in there later. As you see, Super Newman kill me. We could not get on the same team. I don't know what it was. Like, my squad and I just kept getting on the different teams, but yeah, I couldn't install the texture pack, so I'm using the normal, boring console looking thing without the texture pack. And apparently, like, the texture pack is like a must. It makes everything just stand out so much better. So I'll let you know later tomorrow what I think about that, about the texture pack, and if it really improves it that much. First off, my qualms with the game so far is matchmaking is still completely broken. The servers aren't bad. The servers themselves work nice when you get in there. There's not a whole lot of lag. There's some lag spikes here and there, but for the most part I was experiencing pretty fluid gameplay. The bullet drop seemed really weird compared to how it was in the beta. It seems a lot more random than it used to be, and I don't really know like why that is. It seems like maybe it's watch this. This is a skill kill right here if I ever saw one. It seems like it's like completely like randomized now, and I don't know why that would be, because a bullet's gonna fall from the same distance the same way every time. I mean, I guess you take into account how high your elevation is. I mean, but it just seems a lot more random. The recoil is kind of annoying now. Like, it seems like some of the weapons have too much recoil. Like, I like this M16 right here, which this is just a default assault class if you missed that at the beginning. So I'm using the M16 with your medic kit and stuff like that. And that guy was bad. I don't know how he didn't kill me. But the M16 has a lot less recoil than its AK-47 counterpart, which you get if you're playing on the opposite team. And I don't think that's very fair. I don't think it's a very good balancing issue. It's a lot harder to pick people off with that weapon. So that's one of the things that I don't like. I wish that was a little bit... And I should have killed that guy. I was being an idiot. I don't like that about it. I think that it should be a little bit more balanced across the board. TDM is just an absolutely horrible game type. That was the next thing on my list I want to talk about. I wrote a few things down, oddly enough. I don't ever do that, and I kind of felt dorky about it. I feel dorky about it now in retrospect, but I just wanted to not forget to talk about them because I tend to do that a lot, especially in these kind of things, and it's late and you know it's easy to forget stuff. And watch how many bullets it takes to kill this guy. I don't know what was going on there, but oh, TDM spawn trap. TDM is absolutely a spawn trapping clinic. You see how I walked up to that guy's dead body? That is probably the worst possible thing you can do. Because there's a giant skull that appears, and it basically tells them where you are. And since TDM is all about kills, you want to try to stay away from that. It seems like you can actually use those dead bodies as bait if you kill someone, because a lot of times they'll run right to it, and it'll be like kind of like a care package. I don't know. They see the skull and they run to it. I don't know. I think that just might be the noobs who aren't really that good at the game right now. But TDM, you don't ever seem to get to explore the map at all. I don't know what happened there. It was like a delayed kill. It seems like you only get put in one sector and you can't really get out of that sector, and you just spend time taking pop shots at each other. And eventually, like, you know, somebody breaks out of the spawn and then it flips them and then you rinse and repeat. And I don't really like that. I mean, it's not like that on all the maps, but Caspian Border is horrible about it. Operation Metro is absolutely horrible about it. Operation Metro is a joke on Conquest. Just wait till you have them pushed all the way back. If you thought the spawn trap on Rush was bad, the Conquest spawn trap is ridiculous. You're going to see some nice work with the pistol right here. I did have the 1911 unlocked, which is nice because that Colt 1911 is one of my favorite handguns, and it was cool to have it right off the bat. That's pretty good. But other than that, I would say I have a few things that I don't like about the game. Otherwise, that I'll talk about in a little bit later on, but it's a little bit more, I don't know, a little bit more intense, I guess you could say. Like, it wouldn't really fit a first impressions video. It's mostly how I feel on this game in terms of innovation, because I personally feel like this game is severely lacking on bringing anything new to the table. One nice feature that I don't know, this is completely random that I even thought about this feature, is that you can pick up equipment like the mines. You can pick them up off the ground, which I do like. I always hated that about Bad Company 2. It was kind of really hard to place those mines sometimes, and there's some bad shooting right there. But anyways, this is coming to an end, and I started my Battlefield career, at least TDM career, as 22-4, and we joined this a little bit late, but I got Most Valuable Player. Not too bad to start your career. You know, Rookie of the Year and Most Valuable Player in the same season. But I'll see you guys later. Peace.